Most of us have had the experience sometime of talking to someone who just wasn't interested in what we were saying. And they communicated in a whole bunch of different ways. And most of the ways that they communicated that were non-verbal. So you were talking to them and they were looking off and scratching their head and changing the subject, and they wouldn't make eye contact, and there was all of this stuff going on. How did that feel? And if you're like most people, it probably didn't feel great. So if your partner has invited you to come into their world, they're really inviting you to come over and listen to them, listen deeply to them. And so one of the most important things in making Crossing the Bridge successful is learning to communicate to your partner that you are listening to them, and the way that you do that is 90% non-verbal. And so when you're really listening to someone, what does that look like? And most of us, when we think about it, we know this stuff. You look them in the eye. You pay attention to what that you're saying. You're probably leaning slightly forward when they're talking to you. And this is not just a list. The most important non-verbal indicator that someone is really present, that they're really listening, is actually their breathing. Now the good news is that you can consciously train your body to relax so that you can be more present. And what this involves is learning to breathe deeply into your diaphragm. And it's pretty simple. All you do is you breathe in through your nose, and you fill your stomach like you're inflating a balloon, so your stomach should feel big and round. And then breathe out slowly and gently, taking about 3 to 5 seconds to breathe out. And sometimes it's useful to do that 2 or 3 times while you're looking in your partner's eyes, and then say, right, I'm ready to listen. And when you can do that, what your partner will feel is relaxed, they will feel safer, and it helps them to talk openly about themselves, because let's face it, it's really scary to be open and to talk about ourselves. And so we need to feel safe in order to do that. Now the real challenge comes when your partner is talking and they say something that you feel reactive, or you're getting tense about, or you disagree with. So in most cases what will happen is when you hear something that you don't like or that you have a reaction to, we call that reactivity, your body will tense up and you will start breathing in the top part of your chest. And again, unconsciously, your partner will notice that that's happening and their body will start to tense up. And generally that's where conversations start to go south. So the goal is, if you notice that you're starting to feel reactive and your chest might feel tight, your shoulders might feel sore, your face will often feel warm. If you notice your hands will be sweating, and this is because your body is using a programmed response for fight-flight. Because what's happened is you've heard something and your body has interpreted that as a danger signal and it's preparing you to run away. And so when you notice that you're feeling reactive, that your body's tightened up, what you do is you take a deep breath and relax again. And if you're finding it hard, what you might do is you might just put a little pause button up for your partner and just say, just give me a moment, I just want to be really present with you, and just take 2 or 3 breaths. Okay. And when you can do that, then your partner will feel safe, and they will feel listened to, and they will feel heard.